Hey guys, it's Ethan here, and today we have the SteelSeries Kana for fragboss.com, and coincidentally this is the second video review I've done for the website. So, first off, I would like to thank SteelSeries for sending me this mouse. I wish they had sent me both versions. Like in the Kinzu video I showed you two different colors. I wish I could have showed you two different versions of the Kana. So, as you can clearly see, I have the black version, which is right here. Ignore that mouse up there. That's the Kinzu. That's not the other version of the Kana. So, well, don't ignore it, but just don't look at it too much. It's crazy. So, you have the Kana. Comes in two flavors. Comes in black and orange or white and blue. The black and orange one has a matte finish up top and a textured plastic on the side. The other version, the white version, has a glossy top and textured sides as well. The Kana physically has two side buttons, one on each side. It has mouse 1 and mouse 2 obviously, and it has the mouse wheel. And of course you have the CPI toggle button. On the bottom you have 3 large mouse feet, which are plastic. They are not Teflon. So you get Teflon, you get basically poor gliding, really not fast at all or anything like that. So it's your traditional plastic mouse feet. Think regular Kinzu, if you've used the first version of the Kinzu, or the Kinzu V2. Not the Kinzu V2 Pro, because that actually has Teflon. So let's go ahead and give you some side profile shots, the back, yada yada yada. I just blinded myself because of the optics. Alright, so let's pull out the Sensei. Alright, and compare it in size. So you can see that it's a little bit shorter than the Sensei. It's about the same width, a little bit not quite as wide. It's a little bit not quite as wide. The Sensei has 2 side buttons on each side, and the Kana only has 1 large one, which is not picking up very well in the video. There we go. And the Sensei has Teflon mouse feet. So let's put that aside. Let's pull out the Kinzu V2 Pro. Compare the size real quick. There we go. So you can see that it's a little bit not quite as short as the Kinzu. It's about the same width actually, I'd say. You can see the Kinzu V2 Pro has no side buttons, whereas the Kana has 1. Alright. I'm confusing myself. I forgot which mouse I was reviewing. So the Kana. Let's get down and dirty with Kana. It uses a new PixArt sensor. It's a brand new design from SteelSeries. The last 3 mice that have come from SteelSeries were the Kinzu, the Sensei, and the Zai. So they all use the same design form factor. You're using the same design form factor here, but instead you just get 1 large mouse side button, which I like a lot. So, again, you get the new PixArt sensor. You get 400, 800, 1600, and 3200 DPI increments. You get 125, 250, 500, and 1000 Hertz settings. You can also change the intensity of the LED in the scroll wheel. So if you don't like it, you can just turn it off. I don't know. The LED looks green on my phone camera, so hopefully it doesn't show up green because it's orange. But on the bottom, it's basically the same. So the Kinzu, the Kana, they use the same sensor. Basically, the Kinzu has a lesser variant of it. The Kana has a slightly better variant of it. So, performance. I found the performance actually to be very good on the Kana, as opposed to the Kinzu V2, which was lacking quite a bit. So I found the perfect control speed to be around 3.12 meters per second, or around 123 inches per second. That's really close to the 130 inches per second that SteelSeries claims. So, and I couldn't get the malfunction rate because I actually couldn't get it to go faster than 3.12. So I'd say it's a pretty good mouse. I couldn't get my hand to swipe faster, so I couldn't get a better reading for it, and I apologize for that. But I'm not superhuman, and I can only move my hand so fast, so I apologize. A weird thing that I found when I was testing this mouse, I couldn't exceed 852 hertz in any of the mouse reports that I found of the programs that I tested. I just said that completely wrong, but you get my point. It was stuck at 852 for some reason. I had it set on 1,000, so it was a little weird. 500 was capped at 500, 250 was capped at 250, 100 was capped, or 125 was capped at 125. It was just 1,000 that was capped at 852 for some reason. It might just be my unit. I don't know. But let's go in game real quick so I can show you some of the performances. Alright. There's my beautiful 17-inch extra large monitor, 25 milliseconds. So, let's go ahead and... Alright, so I'm going to do the same test that I did for the Kinzu. Start at one side. Go to the other side. Get it right there. Alright. Let's go a little bit faster. So you get a little bit right there. Now let's go as fast as I can move my mouse. And I hope I don't hit the camera. So that was more with the benchmark. And you saw right there, I can't. There it goes. It took a lot. Okay, it took a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very proud that I made that happen because I didn't make that happen for the 3 other times I did this video. So I'm excited. This won't happen because I just tried to do that for 18 swipes and it finally worked. So that still happens. This sensor has a very hard time with multicolored surfaces. However, that took me 18 swipes, and that's not going to happen during in-game. No, I don't care what kind of sensitivity you use. I almost slammed my hand into the wall trying to do that. I almost hit the camera trying to do that. It's not going to happen in-game. It's never happened to me in-game, whereas the Kinzu version did happen. I had that happen every time I tried the deathmatch. So the Kana is okay on multicolored mousepads. The glitch that you just saw took an incredible amount of effort to do, and I seriously doubt if I will be able to replicate it again, because I didn't for the first 3 times I tried to do this video. So I'm actually a little stunned that I did it. Regardless, let's go over it real quick. The Kana, it uses TTC mouse switches, so they're a little stiffer. They're not going to last quite as long as Omron's. You get plastic mouse feet, not Teflon. You get 1 mouse side button on each side. Overall, this mouse will replace like an IntelliMouse 1.1, and it does that very well actually. I think it exceeds the performance of the 1.1. You don't get a ghost scroll wheel, so that's really nice as well. However, I don't like the physical design of this too much. I don't like that they added this very cheesy looking CPI toggle button. I wish they would have stuck with the black CPI toggle button that they've had on the Sensei, the Zai, the Kinzu V2, and the Kinzu V2 Pro. I think the iCarry has it too, or Ikari, or whatever you call it. I call it the iCarry. I think it has the same CPI toggle. So why is the Kana using a different one? And it also looks extremely cheesy in my opinion. So the side buttons back here is a little bit sharp. It's not sharp, but it's a corner that's not curved. So it's not beveled. So you can definitely, I mean, you can't hurt yourself, but it's something to watch out for. And you can see that the side buttons are very large, so you can't miss them. They're very clicky. They're very responsive. The scroll wheel is really nice. There's no play in it like the Kinzu. So overall, this is actually, out of the Kinzu V2 Pro and the Kana and the Sensei, I would actually, myself, if I were buying a mouse, I would go with the Kana. just from my performances, my performance tests that I've done. Obviously, if you've watched my Kinza V2 Pro video, you'll know that that's my favorite mouse. It's been my favorite mouse since the Kinza V1 was introduced. It's going to be my favorite mouse forever, just because of the size. So, overall, the Sensei is the top performance mouse from SteelSeries. The Kana is next, and the Kinza V2 is the last. I honestly wish the same sensor was in the Kana and the Kinza V2. I really don't wish they made different sensors, because that doesn't make sense to me. But this is the Kana review. So, I really do recommend this mouse. It's really great for FPS because it has communication buttons on the side. It's fine for RTS, although the on-on switches might make you click a little bit better. Micro, whatever you call that guy. I don't know what you guys do with those games. I just shoot people. So, it's really, there's no macros. That's in the Sensei. So, you're just getting a plain mouse with a couple adjustments as far as CPI. Now, the Kana, unlike the Kinza V2 Pro, 1600 and 3200 interpolated. So you really can't use either of those DPI settings because it's going to be uncontrollable as far as aim-wise. So you want to stick with 400 or 800, and I would recommend 400 just for best performances from what I've noticed in my tests. So there you go. I recommend the Kana. I personally don't use this mouse. I use the Kinza V2 Pro. But if you're looking for a performance mouse, you're looking for the Kana, or you're going to go with the Sensei. At least from SteelSeries. So, there you guys go. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you check out the full text review, and make sure you check out the other videos that I have. Alright guys, thanks.